Hello, it's Nick here, and it's time for another operation, and this is Operation Thunderbolt on the Commodore Amiga, the sequel to Operation Wolf, published by Ocean in 1989, based on the arcade cabinet by Taito in 1988. Here's a bit of backstory for you. There's some sort of terrorist hijacking going on of an airplane, and you control either Roy Adams or Hardy Jones, two Green Berets with suspect names. Calubia, don't know what that is, must be Libya. Anyway, they must break in and rescue all the hostages on different levels here by shooting everything in sight. Now, a bit like Operation Wolf, this is very tricky, adds a bit of 3D-ness into the plot. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC, the Spectrum there, Commodore 64, the SNES, Atari ST, Xbox, PC and PS2, and there are the boys there shooting away at nothing in particular. This game is pretty tricky, only because I want to play it on the mouse, but never seems to be able to configure, so I have to use the joystick. Yes. Interesting music there. Rescue all hostages, I think he was about to say. Maybe I hit fire button too early. But these two boys are really, well, outmatched, really. This game works well on the arcades with a handheld gun to point at the screen, but here the crosshairs makes it all but almost impossible. For me, anyway, my skill is pretty low in this game. Operation Wolf I've already reviewed on the Spectrum and the Commodore Amiga, and I found them both ultimately tricky, so I'm bound to be good at the sequel. Now, we've got a laser sight here, we've got into one player. You don't normally start with that in the game, normally you have no crosshairs at all, but I put in a little cheat to give myself a bit of a hope, and still that hope is slim. Right, we're in Oola Boola Boola land, or wherever it is. Basically, we have to shoot everything. There's our life going down in that green bar. By hitting these parachute boxes, we release extra strength, or power-ups and stuff. But it's very jerky, this one. On the joystick, yes, very tricky. Definitely needs a mouse or a gun. Anyone that completed this level is a genius again, but this series of games is just way too difficult. And there's a lot of ways there, I don't use them for fun, you know. Right, so we're going down this road. There's lots of identical people, perhaps clones, shooting at us. Or maybe we're driving along, I don't know. But we definitely need an armoured car, or maybe we should have just gone down a different route. Right, I've got a bit of extra health there, that helps. That's taking us back to the top. Definitely need two players in this game. But ought to be on the mouse. But can you imagine starting this game with no crosshairs? You have to release them as an upgrade, and you can only know where you're shooting. Well, you're shooting blindly by the spray of bullets that go missing. Too difficult, Ocean, too difficult. I prefer it to Operation Wolf, though. Let's shoot that cat. Whoops, don't know why we've done that. I prefer it to Operation Wolf, though, just because this 3D-ness makes it a little bit more interesting. Still ultra difficult. I don't think we're going to be rescuing any hostages today. If you had this game, please comment below what you think, but it's pretty much a shooting gallery, if you ask me. I don't know who's dropping these parachutes in. It might be better if instead of dropping the parachutes with boxes of power-ups, they just maybe dropped a big nuke on the whole of this town. Well, pretty good graphic. Danger means I'm almost out of energy. A box with a medic pack would be good. Death imminent. This go has lasted quite a while, though, compared to my Operation Wolf attempts, if you want to check those out as well. And I'm dead. Continue straight away. We're not hanging about here. Right, let's go. Let's see if we can do it. I've got a bit of a run going on. I don't know who that is. But I think this country is based on Libya. For some reason they couldn't call it Libya. Probably something going on in 1989 in terrorists in Libya. That was a hot place when General Gaddafi was in charge. But I don't know who's in charge now, but it's not him. Yeah, these roadside obstacles are all identical. I don't know if you've noticed. It's like watchtowers. That's pretty lazy programming. I haven't played the arcade version of Operation Thunderbolt. I don't know if that's the same. But I'm pretty consistent with all these operations in that I can't get off the first blooming level. Die. Get in the way of my laser sight here. Did you ever play this on 2-player? How far did you get? Did you complete it? I know there's 2 game over sequences at the end, a good one and a bad one, depending on if you kill the hostage in error or kill the bad guys. But yep, it's a lot of hassle for 6 hostages, as I always say. They want them pretty badly. I mean, I don't know how much money they spent on bullets and, well, soldiers, wages and food, but they must be pretty important, these hostages. Boom. Another helicopter comes across. They're well equipped. Well, they aren't until I blow them up. But this is what it's like being in the Green Berets. I am the famous Roy Adams. Hardy Jones isn't here this time. Player 2. Come on, Hardy. I think there was an Operation 3 that came out after this. I've never seen that one. I don't know if it came out on the Commodore Amiga. If you know, let me know. Continue! I think we need to get maybe 2 players on the case, just so whatever character defaults the mouse I can control instead. Yeah, that guy looks pretty much dead to me. Strategy was all wrong. I think we'll select 2 players, I say. We need to get this onto the mouse. I've never been successful getting it on the mouse before, but you never know. Right, here we go. Mouse, that says. 2 player. 2 player, please be 2 player.
Operation initiated. Rescue all hostages.
Well, I'll certainly try my best. I'll try and rescue one of them. They're in a dinghy there. I can't see any dinghies in the first mission. Maybe we're by the beach and then we're straight onto that unusual road. But they got no car with them, so they're just walking down the middle of the road, I think. And that's where they're going wrong.
Intelligent information.
Intelligent information. Oh dear. I've never gathered any intelligent information in my life. It's, yeah, right, the blue dot is supposed to be the mouse, but I can't see to move it. So we've gone back onto joystick again. Yeah, that blue dot is in the very bottom left is supposed to be the other player. But I can't blooming move it. I'm trying to move it. It's like it's got a massive G-force pulling it to the left. It's all on joystick, I'm afraid, on the red dot. Oh dear. Well, maybe Hardy Jones will work like a shield and they'll use all their bullets on him instead. Take out Hardy Jones, please. That's his strength on the right. So he's in a worse state than me, only because he's not firing. Oh, this army, I don't know. What can you say, really? Occasionally I'm releasing a bomb by doing a quick double press, but that doesn't seem to be doing me too many favours. I think no matter how long I'd played this game, I think I'd always be stuck on this road. It got pretty good reviews on this game at the time. It's one of those ones, you're awesome at it or rubbish. I'll let you decide which category I fall in. But that mountain on the horizon isn't getting any closer, is it? This is pretty grim stuff. But at least a lot of people were dying, and that's the main thing, really, for my own fun. Die, helicopter! Oh, he got away. I like the sound of this. Sound of grim death. Although it's a lot more basic, I do prefer Commando. But of these shoot 'em ups go, I don't think they could have done too much better. Could have given me a bit more strength, really. And made it easier to configure the mouse. Because the mouse, you just click and point and blow stuff up. Joystick, you have to position it up then down. There's no really diagonal I'm using here. Curses, I'm dead again. Well, I think we'll leave it there, really, because the same thing is going to happen each time. And that has been Operation Thunderbolt. Please rate, comment and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.